Hello and welcome. My name is Will Dawson, and this is the 14th video in my extension of Matthew Marquardt's most excellent series on Construct 3. In this video, we are going to expand level 2. Right now, what we've done is duplicated level 1 and made it so that we can actually pass from level 1 into level 2, but we don't actually want to play the second level being the same as the first level. It should have something new and interesting for us. So in this lesson, we are going to build level 2. But first, I want to take care of the coins thing that we saw in the last video. One thing that's important to note here is that whichever layout you have selected with the tabs here, tab for layout 1, tab for layout 2, when you hit play, it'll start you in whichever tab you're looking at. So it's not like if you have 50 levels and you open... if you want to play in level 50, you don't have to start at the beginning and just play all the way through. Just be looking at the tab for level 50 and hit play. So to show you what the behavior was that we want to fix, if I'm in level 1 and I hit play, you can see the coins that we have. We've got 9 of 10 because I'm testing and I have them set to start with 9. Pick up our last coin. There's 10. And now we're going to step through into level 2. We have 0 coins, and when I pick up a coin, it still says 0 coins. What is happening? Well, this is actually pretty simple. When we did the event sheet, Matthew Marquardt had us, and he had his reasons for showing this, but I think they no longer serve us the way that this game is going. Every tick set the display to show how many coins we have, but he has given us a specific instance ID number for that. In level 1, our coin display, right, has an ID number of 20. Yours probably has a different number, but mine is number 20. And so when we go to level 2, if we click on the exact same thing, the one in level 3 is different from the one in level 1. So it has a different unique ID number, 103. So the fact that we are telling it to look for number 20 is what's messing us up in level 2. There is no object with ID number 20 in level 2. The object with ID number 20 is in level 1. So this is pretty simple. We can actually just click this and delete that condition. As long as we only have one UI coin display, that's this object, UI coin display. As long as we only have the one UI coin display in our level, it's not going to be confused about which one. So now that I've deleted that, let's make sure that this is right. So I'm back in level 1. Let's finish the level and make sure that this is working. Pick up coin number 10 and jumped in. And we're back to having only 9 coins. Really, we should be starting this level with 0 coins and have to pick up all 10 coins through the level. But in this case, we have set our player, his instance variable, he starts with 9 coins. And that was the case. So when he starts in level 2, it's also starting with 9 coins. The reason why it's 9 in both level 1 and in level 2 is because we changed that on the master player object up here. So let's just set that back to 0. We've already tested going back and forth between levels. We don't need that super quick get through right now kind of a thing. So I'm going to just, at this point, take my player and put him back where he belongs way at the beginning of level 1. Put my camera back over there. And that should be fine. Okay. So I think level 1 and level 2 are fine. So now level 2, how do we make this thing different? So basically, we're just going to need to, there's 2 things that I want you to do. One, I want you to completely change the tile map so that the level doesn't flow through the same way, right? But also, I want you to have a bigger level than level 1. So I'm going to zoom out on this a little bit. And so you can see what's happening a little bit. I'm gonna, now let's change the size first. So I'm gonna have a look at, I'm just gonna click on L2 right here so that I can see the layer properties over here. So the size of my level is 360 pixels tall and 640 pixels long. So 360 tall, 640 long. I'm going to keep the same height, and I'm going to change the length. And here's, let's change it real quick. I'm just going to expand that so I can see. There's 640. I'm going to make that, I don't know, 1,000. And there you have it. Now it's bigger. Okay. Just an ugly light white block sticking out to the side. The reason for that is because our background is not covering it. So I'm just gonna, I select the background and I pull it to the side, and because it tiles, it's going to repeat. Now, let's go to the tile map, and I'm going to erase the edge right here because we don't want that. Notice what has happened is that the artwork right on this edge right here where this blue line is, the blue line is actually the edge of the layout. It's not the edge of the artwork or anything like that. But right about where that blue line is where this background repeats. You can see the same tree on this side that you could see on that side. That's why it's neat to have a tiled background. However, if it was tiling taller, we don't want to have the trees sticking up into the sky and then the water at the bottom. And then when it tiles lower, we don't want to have the top of the trees again and then more water underneath. That would not look right. This, if we extend to the side, is going to be fine with this. So at this point, I'm going to just take my eraser tool and I'm going to go through and erase all the tiles everywhere in the level. I can't erase those because those are not tiles. Those are destructible walls, right? So all my jump through platforms and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to erase all of the bottom as well, just so I have to go back and make more decisions about it. Erase that. I want to start with an absolutely clean slate here and let my imagination kind of run wild. So now I'm going to get my pencil tool and draw in the top all the way across. I can't draw the top all the way across. Anyone see why? Because my tile map has its edge right here and I can't draw tiles outside of the tile map. So once again, I've already got the tile map selected, but let's grab the edge of it and extend it so that it goes all the way to the edge where we need to draw. So drawing in those tiles all the way across. And that's just about perfect. Make that come down. And then I will get my corners so it looks nice. May as well make this one nice so it doesn't affect my decision making. Bottom corner is definitely going to go there. And that's a pretty good beginning. Just because I'm a nerd, I'm getting all the walls. Now, I've got all these enemies and stuff just hanging out in outer space. Honestly, I'm going to completely ignore them. I'm going to pretend they're not there. There's no need to delete them. If they really bother you, then what I would do, go back to your arrow tool here, grab them and set them aside. There's no need to delete them. You're going to want them somewhere in your level. The levels are going to be built out of the same types of enemies, the same types of jump through platforms and destructible walls and a beginning and an end and checkpoints, coins, all those things. That's what the game is, right? That's how it works. So we want those to be here. Just start designing your level now. Go through it the same way that you did the first one. And let's, I don't know, I'm just going to grab random, I'm going to grab this block right here. The same like our destructible walls. because it's easy to see. And I'm just going to start penciling those in. I think what I'm going to do myself is, instead of having it come across, down, back, and then down, and then all the way to the end, I'm going to have this be a lot more up and down, and have him go all the way to the far end, and then down, and then have to come all the way back. Actually, I'm going to reverse that. You can see the outline of your screen up here. Which is the outline of the screen doesn't matter except for how you're placing UI elements in your UI layer, right? So no matter where in the UI layer, no matter where the camera goes, the UI elements, because they're not what was the name of that? Parallaxing, right? We set the parallax so UI doesn't move. It's always going to stay at the same position in this outline, even if the outline moves. But if we want, we don't have to start the player inside that outline. So in this level, I think I'm going to start my player down here on the bottom, and I'm going to make him run this maze with a lot of up and down, and then he's going to have to climb over here and then come all the way back without falling to the bottom half of the level and make it to the finish over here. So I think that's how I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to take a second and build that, and then I'll come back and show you what I got.